Howdy folks, so I'm sure you can assume by the title that this is going to be about the machete that I very recently unlocked for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Telling you right now, this thing, this is a little bit of a commentary after what happened in the matches that you will see, but this thing is ass. It's weird how it works. It's worse than the sledgehammer, it feels like. In fact, I'll show you how it looks and how it works.
Contesting hardpoint. Contesting hardpoint. Hardpoint low and contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint locked down. Contesting hardpoint. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint is secure. Hardpoint is secure. Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint is secure. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint is secure. Hardpoint contested.
Alright, what you're gonna see is I'm gonna melee early at this person to my left, but I'll somehow die early because of the slow swing rate, even though it swings as fast as the Wakizashi, supposedly. Just about right here, you can see that once again, machete is too slow, and I die. Matter of fact, once again, this is supposed to, and I repeat, supposed to be as fast as the Wakizashi, but just more range statistically. Allow me to demonstrate how fast the Wakizashi can swing compared to this piece of shit.
Hardpoint is the hardpoint.
So to simplify it down, this thing is a fucking piece of shit whenever it's compared to the actual Wakizashi. In fact, I'll even explain it in this next clip that you'll see in just a second. Time to explain why the machete is possibly the worst fucking melee I have come by in this game so far. To start it off, even though it says, and you can even look at the stats down below, I might even zoom in on that for you. This is the machete stats. Focus on the speed and range. Even though its speed and range is pretty high, and this is the Wakizashi stats, they're almost about the same length. I would say the Wakizashi is a bit longer, but the Wakizashi has less range, which is concerning a bit, considering that the Wakizashi is a little bit longer, but not as thick as the machete, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's weird. Games are like that. But with the machete stats and everything, this thing swings so slow. I would even say over to here, the sledgehammer. I would even say this thing swings slower than the sledgehammer. And if you look at its stats, it's already the slowest melee in the game. It has slightly less range than the machete, which I will not question whatsoever, because I'm more than 50% sure this thing should have more range compared to a fucking machete. Definitely less speed than a machete, I will say that. But hey, it's a video game, fuck it. But with all logic honesty, if I had to say what would be the best melees for this shit, I would have to say probably out of all of these, in the previous clip, it showed how the character held the machete in an upright angle. Instead of them holding the, let's say, the Wakizashi in a stabbing type of position, they should hold it in a slashing and thrusting type of position like they held the machete. If they did that, then I would say the Wakizashi would probably be the best melee, because it would actually make sense to hold the Wakizashi, which is almost like The blade length may be even longer than a machete. But what the problem is the fact that even if it's not longer than a machete, that's okay. But if the machete is the same melee speed as the wakizashi, then make it the same speed. Don't make it say it's not the same speed. And hell, even if I compare the machete to the knife has less range, which is understandable, and more speed, which is also understandable. That is fair. That is a realistic estimate between the two. I would say that's pretty realistic. A machete would have more range, but you would need to add a bit more, you would have a bit less speed with it. With a knife, you would have a lot more speed, but less range when compared to a machete. But comparing a machete to the wakizashi, it's weird. It's weird how these melees work, because all of these have lunge. I'm stating a fact right now. Regardless of who plays this and when they play it, each and every single one of these melees do have a lunge. But the lunges are different depending on the type of range that they have. And it's very fucking weird the way how they work. I might not even use the machete. And the problem is that I might have to if I want to get dark matter, because I might plan on getting that, but it's... as of now, it's ass. Like, I don't even want to use this thing. And that's how you can tell if it's bad, whenever somebody doesn't even want to fucking use it like that. But in my opinion, if they change the wakizashi to how you hold the machete, and maybe change the animation for it, or maybe even make it the same, I don't care if they have to do it like that, then the wakizashi would look better when you actually hold it, in my opinion. But overall, it's... if I had to actually put these in tiers, I would say the wakizashi is first, in my own personal opinion. So I would say wakizashi first, the knife, sledgehammer, and then the actual machete. Because the sledgehammer swings faster than the machete. I've used this thing well enough to the point where, in fact, I actually almost already have gold and diamond for it. But it's shittier than a machete. And in fact, just in case that some people do doubt how close I am to getting diamond and gold, I already got diamond, I just need gold to unlock it. 22 out of 35. I just gotta get these smoke kills that I stopped doing because of the machete. Which, in my personal opinion, it's not worth it. This is actually, for once, a melee that I feel like it's not worth it. I'd rather have some bootleg ballistic knife compared to this. And I'm not saying that happily. I was actually hoping the machete to actually be decent. But it just feels worse. It's fucking terrible. That's it. Goodbye.